that time again. T and Mo off the grid.
Yeah, baby!
Okay, so my backup camera has only been showing blue on the screen of my truck ever since I bought it. And I took the wiring out, tried to clean it up and everything, and that didn't work. So now I'm thinking I need to get a backup camera. So I found this one online. Auto Occasion. Look how tiny this little thing is. I don't know if this is going to fix it. So I'm going to do a video on it, because if it does, then we're going to celebrate together. Okay, so I'm outside, and here's that little camera. It's just tiny little guy on there. I just need to pull this off and get to work. So first thing we want to do is we want to remove this panel back here. There's several screws on there, and if you take a good strong look, that is a what they call a star head. So what you're going to use is a star head bit. The size is a T30 Torx head or T30 star head. So I want to pull this clip off carefully off the camera, and then the next thing you want to do is remove the clips that come off of here. So you can, we want to get this handle off and out of the way. So there's two clips. There's a rod on both sides. These little clips just snap out of the way, and then this those two bolts right there, those nuts, those are 8mm. So we're going to put that on there and take them right off. Once we remove those two nuts, this whole thing moves out of the way, so you can kind of get around to it. And then you can see that the handle is down here. And I don't know, you got to kind of monkey with it a little bit. And she'll pull out. There he is. And look at that. Now it's just a matter of removing that. And we'll get those screws out of there. Those look like maybe T20s or something. Also those star wrenches. Once you unscrew those, it should just lift right out. And that's the old camera. And then I've got a brand new one right here. I got it from Auto Occasion. Comes in a pretty nice fancy box. This thing looks virtually identical. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little sticker off the top and then install it in there and put the screws back in. Pretty simple process. I put the handle back in there, put on those two little nuts. They don't need to be too tight. You don't want to break this thing off. This is your handle. Get that nice and snug. I don't know what the torque is. I imagine if you're that type of person, you can really go in there and check it out. But that's what all I'm doing is getting them nice and snug. These guys fit in pretty good. They just fit in that little hole, and then you put the little snapper in place. And then you got to find the other one, somehow loop it up. Same thing. Just put it in that little hole and snap her in place. I think I'm going to take a minute and do a little lubrication in here too, and then I'll plug in this camera right over here, and we should be good to go. Okay, so I plugged that little thing in, that camera, and now it's time to close the cover on here, and we will use the star bit and tighten it all up and test her out. All right, looks like she always did. Now I'm going to use my remote lock. Works good. Unlock. Works like a charm. Let's test this thing out. Hey, we got backup camera.
Yeah, baby!